can actually go out and buy up Capcom right now, assuming you have a big enough and fat enough bank account and a wallet that you just want to go and empty out, which would allow you to get at least over 50% of the overall shares of Capcom, so then you pretty much would be in complete acquisition of such franchises and lucrative development teams, no less, such as, let's see, get Mega Man, get Street Fighter, Devil May Cry, Resident Evil, and the list would go on for years and years and years. And essentially, if you were a first-party company such as Nintendo, Microsoft, Sony, this right here is one of the easiest tickets to guaranteeing yourself one of the best first-party offerings that nobody would be able to deny and nobody would be able to argue with. Because fact is that, love Capcom or hate them, they still have some of the biggest and best and most well-known franchises known to man. Granted, all the people that have been in charge have been doing things that just, you know, piss everybody off and haven't been all that intelligent. It's just like a big bag of trail mix with nothing but fucking, like, puckered buttholes and severed zombie dicks. Like, you just don't want to fucking deal with that kind of crap. So, right now, I was checking out, and I think it's like a little over $17 a share for Capcom. And let's be frank, the first-party companies, that's going to be chump change by comparison to what this could mean in the long run, or even the fucking short term, as a matter of fact. Most people have just been saying Nintendo, 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 do it Nintendo. As a matter of fact, I talked about it a while back whenever got to find out that Capcom really does, they only had like a couple $100 million in bank, which honestly is not that much for a company that fucking big. And in 2008, they pretty much had said, you know, oh man, we aren't going to make it so that somebody could come in and do what can happen right now. But they pretty much just lift that clause and we're like, fuck it, we're not really in a situation to be able to argue. As a matter of fact, I thought their stock, like the individual shares, were worth more than they are, but seriously, it's like $17.50 after you convert it, at least the current value of yen to dollars. I don't know what the fuck it's going to be like for everybody else with, you know, what your currency is going to be, but you get the idea. Either way, this is a big-ass deal because this could shake up everything in gaming. I'm talking every goddamn thing in the corner of gaming. You figure Capcom, it makes things on handhelds, on PC, on mobile, console, everything that you can think of. They're making games for all those individual platforms. They have exclusive titles with individual companies, and they have tons of development teams, and this isn't even considering all the different things that they have as far as like merchandising and a lot of their franchises being made into like movies and anime and all sorts of other different things. And then music, they have fucking bars and restaurants, you know, little theme parks. Universal theme park in Japan it's Resident Evil theme park, you know. Just thinking about all that stuff, like when you think that you acquire that all, that's just nuts. And to me, it's kind of hard to say what would be the best fit. It's like, you know, if I had to chop up everything, I could say what franchises would make sense to go where. But to imagine all going into just one company, just all of it, that blows my mind right there. Like, this could be a complete and utter buyout. And as a matter of fact, this would help guarantee this entire console generation a damn near win almost. You know, and you have to go and think about, like, Microsoft, stupid amounts of money. Like, stupid amounts of money. Sony, while I've been having some problems outside of gaming, in the world of gaming, they're doing just fine financially, and they definitely have the cash to be able to throw at something like this, because, like I said, short-term and long-term, this would be beneficial. Nintendo's sitting on fucking, like, Scrooge McDuck money bins worth of fucking cash right now. They go melt down all the fucking gold and make a goddamn island of it, and just, like, chill on it all day. Just, like, one go fuck. Have bitches dressed up like Daisy and Peach and shit and just work their fucking junk to it. They got dumb amounts of money, and the thing is, like, I just always think, I'm like, Mega Man. It'd be nice if that was a Nintendo property, because they'd be doing some shit with it again. But I just would like to see also Mega Man Sonic crossover. I mean, the comics fucking did it, so why not? But seeing this shit, I was just like, not surprised. I'll be honest, I was like, I need to talk about this shit, but I'll be the first person to say, not fucking surprised. I already talked about this shit months ago. But now that this shit is official, I mean, it was going that way. you know, they still hold a shit ton of value, despite all the dumb shit that's gone on with the company, and certain key franchises kind of just like wavering in quality, and some other ones just kind of blip right off the fucking map. The potential for all of those, the name brand recognition of all of those is insurmountable and fucking infinite if you're a big juggernaut company. And while I'm making a big focus on the big three, you never know. It could actually be a third-party company that swoops in and hooks them up. It could be an outside company with just dumb amounts of money that was interested in investing in gaming, but didn't want to go and pick up little studios and try to start from scratch. This would be an easy acquisition for a lot of companies. But obviously the first and foremost companies that are going to be chomping at the bit are the big three that we just ended up talking about right there. So who exactly should get that big piece of the pie? And yeah, over 50%, like I said, is not shit. I think after I was doing the math, I think that, there's 161,000 available shares. I think, don't quote me on this. I'm trying to remember off the top of my head. So after that, 1750 a share. That's what, like 2.5 million, some shit like that. So that's that's not much. Like, that's not, like I said before, whenever I was talking about that shit, it's like, oh, okay, well, you need to have, you know, like 200 something odd million, because that's what they had sitting inside the bank. Now, like, that's what some just average-ass games cost to develop. Hell, even when they're going and they're trying to advertise a fucking game, they spend more on advertising campaigns than this. Some people that work in these individual companies make more than that in a year. You think that these motherfuckers are not going to be able to afford that? You'd be fucking crazy. Now, I noticed that ever since this news came up, that their shares have actually been going up in value because people just started investing immediately. I looked at it, I was just like, wish my ass wasn't broke. Like, if I hit the fucking, like, Mega Millions or fucking Powerball or something, yeah, I'd buy them out myself, and I'd be like, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, children of all ages, AlphaOmegaSin is now the sole owner of Capcom! And it'd be fucking awesome. Oh, man. Just thinking about that makes me so damn happy, but then I wake up from my wet dream and then I literally peel my crusted fucking shorts off myself. But seriously, something like that would be fucking amazing. Either way, so yeah, just want to go and talk about that and let you all know. You can go and click all the shit down below if you feel like it. Assuming the description field's not fucking busted. I know it was like messed up for everybody like the other day. I have no clue. It's fucking YouTube, so how often is that shit broken? Every motherfucking day. Hey. So, yeah, but if I had to go and pick who I would say it would make the most sense with, Nintendo. And that's not even like fanboy shit, just for me it makes sense. They've had so many close ties with them over the years, and a lot of their franchises just make sense. I'm just be like, damn, I definitely want to see Arthur and Dante and Jill and Chris and Mega Man all in Smash Brothers. I mean, we got Mega Man, but I'm just talking about like everybody and just, oh wow, there's so many things. Like Marvel vs. Capcom would then include Nintendo characters potentially, and it's just like, oh, that'd be fucking cool. Plus, that would actually give them the whole thing of like being able to pump out mature rated games all the time without fail whatsoever, because people are like, oh, make nothing but kiddie games when they make like, you know, they invest into like some mature rated shit. People are just like, I'm not even gonna notice or give a fuck. See all this? This is the face of an individual that does not give a fuck. See that? Looking right into your fucking soul. Not giving a shit either. So anyway, yep, that's the news. This is AlphaOmegaSin, as always. Nerds, nerdettes, and gamers. Game the fuck on.